In this video, we're going to talk about virtual team building. We've all heard the term outsourcing. Usually, it's in the context of BPOs or KPOs. We think of outsourcing as something that big companies and corporations do. But have you ever stopped to consider that you could be an outsourcer too? Think about that for a minute. Outsourcing exists because of the difference in labor costs of developing and developed economies. This means that there are qualified and skilled people willing to do work at lower costs in developing countries. India's economy has come a long way over the past decade. This has put us in a position where we can find qualified workers in countries like the United States, England, and Australia at very affordable costs. Outsourcing does not necessarily mean hiring outside the country. It means giving out a job or task to someone outside your business. This means that you can even outsource work to people in India and save a ton of time, money, and effort. Now that you know that outsourcing is an option, let's talk about why you should hire virtually. There are two businessmen, John and Shyam. Both of them need to build a website. John is the first one to get started. He buys a domain name but does not know much about hosting, so he decides to hire a web developer. The developer takes care of the hosting and builds a basic website for John. John is not happy with the look and feel of his website. He needs to hire someone to write better content. He also needs to find a graphic designer to help him create nice illustrations and pictures. Now John has hired 3 people to work on his website. After a month of hard work, the site is up to John's satisfaction. Because the holiday season is getting close, John decides he wants to offer a discount on his products. He does not know how to make the changes on the website. Luckily, he has his team of experts to do the job. He has to keep these guys around because he needs them every time he wants to change or edit the website. Suffice to say, a website is a costly affair for John. Shyam is in the same position as John. He needs a website for his business. But instead of hiring a team in-house, Shyam decides to outsource the work. He finds a developer, content writer, and graphic designer in different parts of the world who are willing to work remotely. He pays them only for the time they put in and the work they complete. The virtual employees work for Shyam only with regards to his website. The rest of the time, he does not have to worry about a team of 3 and the overheads that come with it. When Shyam needs new illustrations for the site, he contacts the graphic designer. When he needs to edit the website, he gets in touch with the developer. Shyam's website is up and running and doesn't cost him a truckload. There are many advantages to hiring a virtual team. The biggest advantage is of cost. You will cut down on your overheads and on salary. The second advantage is of management. You don't have to worry about managing full-time employees. It is easier to manage virtual employees because you only engage them for a task at hand. You can also take advantage of a larger pool of employees and work with people who have better qualifications. Because of cost restrictions, you may not be able to hire a highly experienced graphic designer full-time, but you can afford to take him on for a few hours a week for a particular job. Outsourcing allows you to consider a wider range of employees to get your work done. There are a number of platforms that make outsourcing very simple. Let's take a look at some of these platforms. The first one we are going to look at is Fiverr.com. Fiverr is a platform where you can hire people to do a variety of things for just $5. The good thing about Fiverr is that they have an escrow system of payment. This protects both you and the virtual employee. If you do not like the work, you can reject the job and reverse your payment. Before you hire someone on Fiverr, read the reviews they have gotten from other customers. See how many orders they have already completed and look at the seller rank. You can use this information to hire someone of quality. The second platform we are going to look at is Elam. Unlike Fiverr, on Elam, you get to articulate your requirements, describe the work that you need, and post the requirements on the site. Freelancers on the site will then apply for the job by sending you proposals. You can choose the freelancer you want to work with based on the proposal, the freelancer's portfolio, ratings, etc. Like Fiverr, Elam also provides escrow services for payments. This means you only pay for work that you approve. Another platform to find qualified freelancers is Tasker.in. Tasker is similar to Fiverr. The difference is, instead of $5, the tasks on this site come in multiples of rupees 500. Look for the service you want and evaluate freelancers based on their past history, reviews, etc. You can contact and shortlist freelancers that you like. There are a few other platforms for outsourcing like EasyOutsource.com. Take advantage of a virtual team to do more work while keeping costs down.